Okay. All right, so we have Sam, Tim, Tiffany, and Judy. Okay. All right, go.
Good morning.
Good morning, teachers. I'm Sam. I come from Kaohsiung City, and I'm a senior student in Central Police University. First of all, I want to talk about my impressive school life and my intern. And in my school life, I have joined the track and field team since I was a freshman, because I have been defeated in the competition when I was a freshman. Because I want to become one of the best athletes in our school, so I have practiced a lot in every evening on my weekdays. And fortunately, I have been selected as a captain in my junior year, and also I have been selected as the athlete who can represent our school to attend the national competition. Besides spending time on the playground, I have also participated in the Students' Club Association. At that time, I have played a role as an editor to promote every activities during our junior year, such like someone mentioned that we have a Christmas ball, and at that time I have a chance to write an invitation card to all of the people who attend that kind of activity. Talking about my intern, I have an extraordinary experience to greet the Prime Minister from the country which we have diplomatic ties. It's a country that there aren't many people know about. And because of the teaching from my instructor, I can have a well acknowledgement of my future job. Like I have learned that how to schedule the security shifts, and also how to check the safety of the hotel beforehand. Because of the all above mentioned experience, I think I have a well acknowledgement and understanding about my future job. Thanks for listening.
Okay, good morning, teachers, and my name is Tim, and I'm from Chiayi, and I would like to share a brief self-introduction first. I think I'm a person with high pressure resistance. I was a member of CPU wing band before, and at that time I played trumpet. As a trumpet player, I have many chances to stand on the stage and play as a soloist. And as a soloist, there is always a challenge for me to face the audience under the stage with fear and anxiety. And I was familiar with these two kinds of feeling. So the most impressive experience when I was in CPU wing band is that I have had chances to play the bugle on the school graduation to welcome the president and vice president to visiting our school. And at that occasion, there are hundreds of people waiting for my command to play the bugle. And a bugle means a command that when you hear a bugle, you have to be attention and give a salute. Yeah. And so on that occasion, I think no one will want to make a mistake. So at that occasion, you have to be have a high pressure resistance. And luckily, I do the work for 3 years, and I have never made a mistake. And I believe that no one has achieved this achievement for maybe 10 or near 20 years. I think hyper-resistance is very important for me, and is helpful and suitable for my future work. And this is my self-introduction.
Alright,
Hi. Good morning, Professor. My name is Tiffany. I'm a graduate from Central Police University and majored in Foreign Affairs Police Department. I'm a person who is determined and willing to take all challenges. I think that my personal trait is influenced by my father. My father is a fitness trainer. He has been devoting his life into fitness instruction for nearly 30 years. The way he values his occupation influenced me a lot and shapes my attitude toward life. When I was a freshman in Central Police University, one day in judo class, I didn't do very well and accidentally I broke my collarbone. After that, I was unable to take part in all of the activities in the whole semester. Worst of all, I felt inferior for a long time, and from then on, judo became the biggest nightmare to me. However, my father told me that pick yourself up from where you have fallen. After I recovered from my injury, I made up my mind to train with the judo team, and I volunteered to participate in judo competition. Although I was defeated by my opponent, I knew that I overcome the biggest fear in my heart. The accident told me that the bigger the fear, the greater the courage you need to face it, and the more you can grow when you conquer it. Police job is full of challenges and variables, and I want to be a persevering police officer because I know that a positive attitude can bring about a positive result. And I firmly believe that I'm ready to be the one who is optimistic and tough enough to help people. Thank you for your listening.
Good morning, dear judges. My name is Judy. I am a senior studying in Central Police University and majoring in Foreign Affairs Police Department. To start with, I would like to talk about my family. Family education from childhood is the reason why I chose to study in Central Police University. My grandfather was a policeman, and he always said that it is better to be close with erect than to be close with ship. I think that for law enforcement officer, integrity is very important. Secondly, when I was a freshman, I participated in the winter study tour group to University of Houston downtown, and we visited the Houston Police School, Police Department, Fire Department, and the court to recognize the abilities and thoughts that a law enforcement officer should have in different environments. And last but not least, during my internship, I realized that it is extremely important to be a slasher. Apart from the professional skills and legal quality, the skill of crime investigation is also important and necessary. I will dedicate myself to clinging to a job and stay firm in the professionalism. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to do something very interesting because, my money back. That's pretty cool.
They want a higher score.
Oh, the thing I want to ask you something very interesting. Can you tell me something about your interest other than studying, other than being the police officer in the future? Can you tell us something about like your interest? What do you like to do?
My interest is to surf the internet.
Look at that thing.
I like to, because I think nowadays we can use internet to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like we can watch videos and
What kind of videos?
we can watch videos like the political people.
Politician.
Politician.
Politician. They will show on the TV and talk a lot of things about their view. So we can kind of like we can know what they think.
That's interesting.
Yes. I think that Taiwan is a very lively country. So from the internet we can get a lot of new things, and we can know a lot of things that we can learn just read books. Therefore, I think I love to observe the internet.
Do whatever you want. Tiffany, I'm curious to ask you, not about like fairy stuff, but what's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is jogging because I think that jogging is a charming exercise because the process to go jogging is very painful because in the end I will feel exhausted and even I feel out of breath. But I think that every time I go jogging, it reminds me of the motto is no pain, no gain. And I think that the more pain you pay, the more you will gain. So every time I go jogging, I will tell myself, just stick to it. And the more you can run, the more you can be better and you can make a progress. So I think that jogging helped me learn a lot and shape my philosophy of life. So I enjoy going jogging, and I think that it helped me enhance my strength and physical ability to many aspects. Like I can study for a long time in midnight because jogging helped me to get better physical ability. So I enjoy jogging very much. Thank you.
Thank you. I believe this two gentlemen. Yeah.
All right, first with Sam, which country was the embassy from? You said, in your speech, you said it's a country not many people know, but you didn't say which country.
It's a country called St. Vincent.
St. Vincent, oh.
You still have connection with this country?
Yes, we still have diplomatic ties with this country.
St. Vincent and Grenada, was it?
No.
No, not St. Vincent. Oh, okay. So still have diplomatic ties with
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. And then, okay, so, well, just, I guess a quick correction for you. In your speech, you kept saying that you have, good pressure resistance.
Yeah.
To me, that would sound a little bit odd. We usually say you perform well under pressure.
Oh,
So you perform well under pressure.
yeah.
So why do you think your personality is good at performing well under pressure? Like, what about you makes it easy for you to perform well under pressure?
I think there are three that make me perform well under pressure. Yeah, okay. First, I think practice is very important. Through practice, you can make confidence, and through practice, you can make yourself at your best. And this is very important because under pressure, if you are you have suspicion on yourself, you won't perform that well. And second is I will tell myself that nervous, anxiety, and fear is useless when I'm on stage. I will try to persuade myself that I want to give all this feeling away, and try to persuade myself that there's nothing to worry. And the third is I will try to convince myself that I should enjoy what I have practiced, and that will make me much easy to face the audience on the stage.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good, thank you guys.